time, the party was enjoying their time, relaxing relaxing in the palace with the queen. Part of the party was just hanging out in the bath with the queen, slowly getting a little looter every single time they were cut to, as they are attempting to keep Ereshka and Tazia distracted.
Big air quotes.
They seem to be doing pretty good. Things are getting a little incesty with Tazia and Kaelirra. On the other hand, we had two other things going on. Well, actually, three other things. Sophie was continuing her stealthing through the castle as a cloud until she came up to a thing she couldn't deal with as a cloud. I can't remember what it was.
Two guards?
Yes, guards.
Apparently sneaking wasn't allowed, so...
Yes, the guards, the Furies that were stationed outside of the Queen's chambers, personal chambers, have true sight. So they saw you for what you really were, and decided not to react until you had gotten close to them and had started inspecting the other door right next to the Queen's door. Then they cornered you and pinned you against a wall and made you force your hand. Sophie threw caution to the wind and ghosted under the door and into the treasure room, where she was faced with a nation's wealth and proceeded to haste loot her way through to the other end of the room. Part of the way there, a Fury had opened the door and had followed after her and gave a short battle where she was forced to retreat through teleportation when Sophie hit her with a disintegration spell, which took off most of her hit points.
Discretion was absolutely the greater part of valor when faced with fucking disintegration bolts.
That's true. So she decided to teleport out to an unknown location.
Like a smart cookie.
In the other corner, we had Holly staying behind in the guest room doing research, but we also had another Holly that was skulking about on her own stealth mission and had gone underground into the catacombs and dungeons, where she broke Taz out of jail, restored his body, and told him to come along. They retrieved his relic swords, Morn Sky and Solar Celebration, and were making their way through the palace to an unknown destination, trying to be stealthy and as sneaky as possible, while also sometimes murdering guards along the way.
As one does.
It was a solid plan, yes.
Look, I had some aggression issues to work out after, 100 years of torture.
I believe Cadia also decided to abandon the baths when things started getting a little lewd.
Oh, yeah.
And has retreated back to the dormitory, the guest quarters. And that is where we left off, with the baths doing their thing and Sophie on the clock before shit really hits the fan.
Where's my hole?
What do you mean, where's your hole?
Yeah, the hole that I bore last session.
Oh yeah, that. I had to... when I was preparing the room, I had decided to just take away all sight on that room while I was working on it today,
Mm.
just in case anyone was going to pop in and just lurk in the Roll20. So when you get started on your part, I will reveal the room back to you. So let's see. I believe we left off with Sophie had just disintegrated a piece of the door and was looking inside, and had also pinged her earring to warn the party that the jig is up and that she was spotted and found out and the guards are being alerted to her. Well, let's see. Who shall we go? Well, we ended with Sophie last time. So perhaps we should pick up with someone else, with a different group to start off with. Let's see. This is because this is a little bit of a mess. There's a lot of stuff going on fairly simultaneously.
Grumble. Gonna get cucked.
You might. This is possible. It is possible.
Oh well. Yeah, who do you
Let's
want?
see. You know what? Let's start off with let's go and see what Cadia is doing.
Good choice.
Oh
Let's see
boy.
what she's doing. Let's see what you're doing. So, Cadia, things got a little hot, or getting a little hot and heavy in the baths, and you decided to leave. It's you're still on the clock, which means not time. It's no time to relax yet. Can't indulge, I suppose.
Yep.
So you've gotten dressed back up, and you've gone back to the guest quarters. And when you enter, you see Holly sitting at the desk, examining the remains from the Hydra Goose. And when you enter, she looks up from her work and doesn't see anyone else with you. What are you doing here back so soon? No one else coming along?
They started fucking in the baths.
So they're
It's
distracting the
like
queen then. That's fairly good, I suppose.
distracting the queen. Wow, what's going on?
I'm a goddamn American hero.
Well, the plan was to keep the queen distracted while Sophie goes and looks for our prize.
Ah.
Haven't seen her back yet, so I assume she's still working it out. How were things going in the bath?
Last I saw, fucking. So,
Good then?
I guess. If you can call having sex with demons good.
Well,
Yep.
as long as it keeps the queen distracted, I suppose it will work out. And you left Molly there with them?
I didn't force anybody to come with me.
Okay, well, yeah, you don't have to, but
Oh, sorry.
hopefully things will continue to go smoothly. I haven't heard of any disturbances from the guards outside, so appears no one has been discovered yet. I suppose we should take this time, perhaps, to discuss a bit of strategy in case things do go bad. Hopefully they won't, and we can get out of this scot-free. Should we have to make a hasty retreat, though, I would need you to take these supplies with you.
Okay.
Good.
What supplies?
These materials here from the Hydra Goose I've been studying, along with the notes I've written down on potential uses for them.
Aha. Okay.
It'll be your job to keep them safe and make sure they don't get left behind. I would like to keep a closer eye on everybody, but I can't really. I don't want to run the risk scrying on everyone, just in case someone notices. It would be a little awkward to try and explain that.
Just say you're a voyeurist.
Well, if things are going that well in the baths, that might have actually been a good excuse.
Smash cut to Barry White.
It's good enough. Oh! It's good enough.
So, Cadia, let me ask you a question. Once we get out of this period and return back to go retrieve our mischievous comrade, what will you do with him? I know some of the others are well, less than happy with how things have gone and are itching to dish out a little bit of retribution. What are your opinions on the matter?
Well, he did abandon this post for what all can be considered personal gain. However, I am on the clock, so to speak.
Yes.
It's not my duty here to pass judgment on him.
Maybe not, but I have long since learned that it is good to always take in the opinions of those you work with, or those who work for you. After all, why would I hire experts and such individuals if I wasn't going to listen to their opinions? And this does very much affect you. You've had to endure, well, a somewhat more difficult mission than it should have been.
Well, then, in my opinion, he's a traitor.
And what would you do with him?
I don't know what the punishment for traitors is in the agency, but where I come from, it's death.
A harsh punishment.
Sure, they will not betray you again.
This is true. Though,
One is ready to betray their cause for whatever reason. Typically, they'll betray it again. Give them another shot.
even if they had good intentions.
Especially if they had good intentions. If they think that whatever cause they support is somehow greater than whatever organization they work for, or their friends, allies, then they'll absolutely betray them again. Moral superiority leads to almost as many betrayals as those lacking morals.
This is yes. Someone who believes so strongly in what that they are in the right often won't go along. Will act on their own regardless of what could happen to other people. The ends justifying the means.
Exactly.
But, and I've been thinking about this for a long time, it seems to me that Taz is trying to be a hero, trying to save his people and world from a catastrophe, and saw that he had the only chance he'll ever have to do so. You would condemn him for taking that opportunity?
Without informing us, stranding us, well, not stranding us since we still have the staff, but delaying our inevitable mission and putting us in this situation where we're stuck in an alternate timeline. Yeah. By all accounts, this could have been easier without his interference. Instead, he's complicated things, all because he could not trust to talk with us, to speak with us beforehand, because of his thoughts of what should happen.
Perhaps he didn't trust us to go along with what he wanted to do. But thinking about...
If you cannot trust your friends, your allies, and your boss, then can we truly be having this discussion of, whether or not to forgive this betrayal? He did not simply betray me and Sophie and Mierah. He betrayed the agency when he did this. He didn't even trust you to speak of his plan beforehand.
I would assume he thought we would simply stop him. Granted, it is one of our organization's tenets is to prevent the abuse of artifacts. One could say that what he planned was such that abusing the power of the staff to alter time.
Exactly.
Let's not think about this in hindsight. If he had come to you and confided in you about what he wanted to do, what he wanted to accomplish, this grand vision of a world where this war of genocide never happened, would you have aided him in trying to save his world from catastrophe, even though it would not be part of our mission?
It's not my place to decide whether that would be something we do.
Well, I'm asking your
it's
opinion.
It's a noble enough goal, but when we play God, then we have to think about other lives beyond our original goal. Stop a genocide there, yes, noble enough. What about numerous other worlds?
Well, there are countless worlds and countless catastrophes.
Exactly. If you stop one catastrophe, why not stop another? Why not stop them all? Why not take the power of the gods into your hand and determine who lives and who dies? That's the problem. It begins with one step.
Well, determining who lives and who dies is a decision mortals make all the time. Every time you get into a fight, you decide whether or not the people who stand against you will live or die.
Yes, but normally we cannot go back and change our decisions after the fact.
This is true. That is a thing that no one can do, except under very specific circumstances.
Exactly.
I was a hero once, a adventurer. I saved my world from a catastrophe much like the one that we see here right now. Demons spilling forth over the world to consume it. And I had to stop it along with my friends, though they are no longer with us. It took a lot of people died, and it required sacrifices to do so, but I did it, even though I had to sacrifice some of my comrades to do so. But in the end, the world was saved from that disaster.
If you could use that staff to go back even further, save your allies, save countless other civilians from horrible deaths, would you?
To go back in time and stop that wretched portal from ever opening up. To stop the invasion before it even began. That truly would save many thousands of lives.
You'd think that, yes. But
Entire nations would still be standing.
think the whole point here is you don't actually know. You could save some people, but condemn others to death. That's the whole problem.
And then there's that fickle little part about the universe not liking to change once something has happened. We see the example of that around us right now, where one catastrophe was replaced with very nearly the same one, just slightly different. I'm trying to decide what I want, whether or not I want to help Taz when we get back into our proper destination. It would be interesting to see what would happen if this place could be saved. Or maybe just make sure things go along their proper predestined path.
It's a question to be asked.
It is a very difficult question to answer. The
How would you
ramifications
respond
far-reaching.
to anyone else asking to use that staff help to do anything?
She purses her lips and laces her fingers together and rests her head on them, thinking for a moment. This staff contains immeasurable power and an immeasurable burden along with it. I don't know if I would. I don't think I would trust someone else to use it. Hence why I have it in my possession and have not let it go.
Power is too great, the ramifications are too extensive, and the whole point of our organization is to prevent the flagrant use of such powerful artifacts. I think you've already got your answer.
Kill the Batman.
Also, none of you fuckers went back in time to save me from dying before.
Save you from dying?
We didn't have the staff.
When Cadia was killed by the spiders?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I suggested it, actually, but again, this boss has the staff. We can't use it.
Yeah, let us use this magical staff that the boss has. That wasn't with us.
Nobody asked the boss to.
No one asked her to.
Nobody's like, hey, can you just go back in time, rewind that, and we'll have our party member back?
Yeah, but then here's the thing, we had to actually replay fucking, what was it, like 2-3 sessions?
Yeah, you're loading the autosave.
Yeah, but we still need to play like
you have the power with you.
Again.
You have with you the power of save scumming.
You just go back, you put all your soldiers on Overwatch.
And when that patrol that fucked you in the ass before just gets gunned down in a single round.
Makes your dick rock hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't know about that.
There's another there. You idealize truth, do you not? And honesty,
Justice.
justice. But you
Truth
like it
often
when
goes
people...
hand in hand with that.
What if... She looks off to the side, thinking about something for a moment before speaking again. There is... How do I say this? Should I even say this? There's another reason why I do not let anyone else touch the staff. There is a great burden upon using it. The wielder of it gets, well, they can sort of see destiny unfold before them in flashes and visions. See things how they are supposed to be and how things are to be and how things were. There is a destiny unfolding before us, Cadia. One that could ensure this world goes along its proper course of action. And we play a vital part of it.
Do we now?
Yes. That demoness is a key figure, that one that we brought with us. I allowed her to come. I could have stopped her. But things I have seen prompted me to allow her passage so that she could see the ramifications of what was going on. She plays a part that she doesn't realize and won't realize for some 1,000 years yet. But it is a very important part. One that could save this world in the future. And that one that you would have executed likewise plays a very important part. A part he has not yet played. Things are still, I suppose, in flux. Things could be changed for better or worse, or just for normal, depending on what we do here and what we do back there.
I hate time travel.
It is a troublesome thing to do. It is exhausting on the mind and is a very high chance of getting very little out of putting an incalculable amount of energy into it. Which is, I suppose, why no one really generally tries to bother with it.
And the logic is just annoying.
You can very quickly find yourself spiraling into a just a downward tempest of crisscrossing logic and what ifs and potential scenarios and problems. Every day further back you go, there's a countless number of possibilities that could alter what you have done or be altered by anything that you do. I'm going to be honest with you here, Cadia. You are a level-headed person,
Okay.
and you are loyal. The one you are currently speaking to is not Holly. I am not really her. Although I am mostly her, I suppose. She has gone off to fulfill a vital task in her mission here. I am a call a doppelganger. I have a great deal of a portion of her power and nearly all of her knowledge. But
Simulacrum.
Sort of. Sort of.
Might be different from where I'm from, but a doppelganger is a specific creature that attempts to mimic people to kill them or their allies.
Oh, well. Then for the sake of this conversation, consider me more of a simulacrum, although I am not made out of snow and ice. I am more of a projection of energy, made solid. Ethereal matter made solid through magic.
See.
She's a spoopy ghost.
Real Holly?
She is currently breaking Tazrin out of prison. And quite possibly obtaining any relics he left behind or allowed to capture. She is aware of his purpose, and she is facilitating that purpose. So things very well could be messy, although knowing her myself, it is quite unlikely that anyone would notice her passing. Even if they did, she would dispatch them with frightening haste.
Perhaps then we'd best secure an exit.
It would be a smart thing.
Are busy trying to get Taz, and Sophie is busy trying to find this relic, both of which would not ingratiate ourselves to our host.
No, I do believe the plan was to get out of Dodge rather
That is
quickly.
Not a plan.
No, it is a long-term strategy, a campaign goal. Unfortunately, if I could, I would be preparing a teleportation circle here, but I lack that raw power in this form.
Anything you can. Ready?
I do have access to many spells, though none of the highest tiers. Perhaps I could.
Mass teleport. Prepare that.
What is that? Campaign. Teleportation spell could work if everyone were to get back here quickly. Let's see. I could set up a warding spell in order to make things difficult for pursuers to get to this area. Just teleport. Yeah. Could perhaps potentially dig a hole through this castle and into the mountain behind us, so we have a place to retreat to.
Hmm. Thing that gets us out of here intact. Do not wish to die here again.
I'm sure that would be
I don't know how
rather unsettling
dying
for you.
in alternate timelines works, but I don't want to find out.
I think I have an idea. Would not protect from again. It may not protect against something like an enemy teleporting into this chamber, but it could greatly disrupt everyone in this entire palace. Have you ever heard of this? Have you ever heard of guards and wards?
Individually, yes.
Well, there is a spell that is defined by guards and wards, and it can be used on a very wide area. It could affect much of this building, in fact, and produce many obstacles in the hallways. Tremendous spider webs, fog banks, locking all of the doors, creating areas of magical confusion, and creating or masking doors themselves from sight, or creating false doors that go nowhere.
Sounds decent, and our allies would be exempt, or would they also have to suffer through this?
She considers this. She considers it. And then, I did leave a few things here for myself, and I do believe I could. I very well could exempt a few individuals from it, utilizing a meta magic rod.
And do you have access to all your equipment?
No, far from that. I left some things back here with myself, but the majority of my equipment is with the true Holly.
Or
I was left with just a few emergency, just-in-case supplies. A few one-use rods, some potions. She begins packing up the the materials she was studying and ties them up in a bag, back in a pack for you, and holds it out. I'm going to need you to take care of these. You are more durable than I am.
All right.
If this body of mine sustains too much damage, it will simply disintegrate, and all of my materials will just drop to the floor that are not a part of me.
Okay. I will take them.
She nods to you, and you get a sense that she is smiling. I appreciate this conversation that you and I have had. You do not talk very much, and it is good to talk, and it was good to speak with you. I hope I am able to convey what you have said to my true self. I'm sure she will find it enlightening.
Not.
And I suppose it is at that moment, Cadia, you feel a heating sensation in your ear, and you hear Sophie's voice in your head, calling out that the jig is up, that she's been found out.
Oh boy.
That is good, though, given the fact that Simulacrum, Holly, and Cadia have been talking for about 25 minutes. That gives, what's the name? Mierah. I think it's Mierah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Mierah. Another 25 minutes!
It does. It means that more time has been retroactively timey-wimeyed. Yes.
Yes.
Time is very
I am
fluid
feeling-
in this portion of the game.
You like to be
Yeah.
a lot of fluids.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I've been giving like, okay, third was late, so about 10 past. Okay, 6/4 past, and then excluding all the bullshit that we talk, and then directly over to the talking. And then we cut off about 5 minutes for the dead silent time. Okay, so about 25 minutes. We actually be talking way longer. It's just
Yeah, we've been going
25
for
extra
like
minutes on
almost
here.
an hour.
Oof, fuck, really?
Yeah.
Shit. All right, well, let's go
Yeah.
on, move on to someone else. I suppose we should get everyone more or less on the same page. So we'll jump over to the bathhouse.
Okay, have to get your
Alright,
dog
stop
around.
Tosh is looking up at me like, what the fuck, dude?
Like, what the fuck, dude? I thought you weren't fapping till later.
Yeah.
This may or may not go quickly. So,
I never come quickly, don't you
because
worry.
there are things, there will be a certain level, there very will likely could be a level of glossing over.
Probably for the safest.
Probably for the
Yeah.
safest.
Upside
Aw.
down and
Make
inside
sure
out,
to
can
get
feel
stuck.
it.
Make sure to get stuck.
Please
Yeah,
don't
no,
knot
no,
the demon
I get
queen.
if I get knotted onto Ereshka right before this fight, fucking.
That'd be
I
the
mean,
most
now
amazingly
that-
horrible thing.
Yeah, now I kind of really want to.
It's roll to
You
pull
bring
out.
me closer to Bok.
Make a save versus pulling out. Come on.
What would that save even be?
Probably
initiative
like a
check?
wisdom check, yeah.
That's a
initiative or a wisdom
50.
Definitely wisdom.
Wisdom check to remember to. Oh wait, this is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, fight back the bestial instincts.
Alright, I mean.
Not right now.
Ah,
No.
cocks. I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
Bloop.
Not right now. I'm not even looking at this
Oh, it's too
my
late. At
computer
least you got
screen.
the value.
Oh, it's a good thing you haven't, because I may or may not have doodled.
11. I have a screenshot, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I mean, it's there in the log, so I mean.
There's no escaping this roll now. Oh boy.
All right, so Mierah and Kaelirra, you guys are both in the baths. Cadia has up and left as she is not one for the lewd things when on the job, leaving just you two, Minerva and Molly, in the room with Ereshka and Tazia.
Yep.
Things are getting rather heated between you four, with Minerva just watching and Molly
I believe
watching
Minerva wasn't
from-
just watching anymore. I believe she was coming on to Molly.
Oh. Was she?
Yes.
Oh no.
So many dead NPCs.
Well, Minerva is okay. Well, Minerva is starting to flirt with Molly and try to initiate something with her, and Molly is tomatoed
It's
But-
just a
and
deliciously thick.
trying, not almost frightenedly trying to find a way out to escape.
Aww.
She's very bashful.
Well, she just needs a strong, confident woman to teach her how to, let loose a little bit. And Minerva can be that woman. Let's say let me just open Google Docs here. Minerva, the Sea Witch.
Are you able to bump us over to the bath map?
Oh, right. You guys were
Minerva hasn't
over
been
on the
finished.
other map for funsies.
The obligatory roll to flirt. 19. Oh yes, the tiny map.
It's a
No, not
very
tiny map. It's a very large map.
No, it's a very tiny
just
map.
itty bitties.
All right, everyone is itty bitty tokens to make it artificially make the map bigger without it actually being bigger.
Yep.
Which I think
Alright.
would actually reduce the lag on the map. I think, maybe. I'm not actually
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, it helps. If it were actual size, I imagine it'd be a fucking nightmare.
Let me see. Characters, stuff. Let's get Molly out of her box.
Oh yeah, she's so pink.
Very pink. She has been tinted entirely red.
It's raining blood.
It's
raining
blood.
I hope not.
No,
Hallelujah.
Well, no, you're about
No,
to pop your own
it's not.
sister's cherry.
Mm.
So we need lightning bolts.
Let's see.
Chew, chew.
Pachoo, pachoo-pa. Pachoo, pachoo-pa.
Badabadabam.
Chew,
Good
pop,
going,
pop.
Logitech. Apparently Logitech has figured out, hey, we know how to fix the whole part of the annoying discharging batteries on a wireless mouse. We figured out how to fix it.
Kill the mouse.
Okay, no. It comes with its own mouse pad, and that mouse pad has a specific layer, which, when you put the mouse on it and remove your hand, it starts charging the mouse. So they estimate that you can get out of 2 regular AAA batteries, you can get 18 months.
That's pretty good.
So the mouse charges while you're not using it?
Yeah. You just leave it on the mouse pad. That's there.
It's a special mouse pad?
Yeah, it comes with the mouse.
Huh.
It's a Logitech
Interesting.
G803 and 703 series.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, it's like,
Let's see. Okay,
oh,
well,
and the sensor is in the mouse pad as well, so
no, it's a
you
19.
can't really get caught by it.
Let's see, what is it to resist flirtations?
Probably like a wisdom check.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta save first, okay?
Constitution check.
Since
Well, no, that's save versus coming, but
save versus
I was trying to
constitution
get-
check.
Yeah, let's
But
see.
here's the thing, I was trying to give it a Constitution save,
Oh,
given that
maybe not
all
wills.
its natural state is extra constitution-y.
Extra constitution-y.
She is the thickest elf that you have ever seen. But let's see, it won't be not a will save, but it'll be just a will check, a wisdom check. Oh,
Hey,
welp.
she is a bit too nervous and bashful about what's going on to.
monogamous.
I mean, she's slept with
slammed
Minerva.
before. Yeah.
She's slept with Minerva before, but she's a bit more put off by this being a potentially extremely dangerous situation.
Aw. Well, okay. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, from her perspective, this is like this could explode. This whole situation could explode
God, here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to do some
at
exploding,
any
don't you
moment.
worry.
So she's a little
Multiple
worried
times if I'm
and is
lucky.
thinking about how she can get over to the changing area and grab her clothing as quickly. How she can do that as quickly as possible.
Just be like me. Bung all of your stuff in a magical bag. And then run naked through the castle to grab it. You just see a
Well,
naked
let's-
Mierah sprinting by with a queen knotted to
Flop,
her.
flop,
Just like,
flop.
get the portal!
Just a bunch of naked people just sprinting through the castle,
It would be hilarious. to
naked
just see
and
Mierah
wet,
run.
and the queen. God, that would be cool.
Just
One
just
hand-
Think about
knotted.
it. Mierah is running on all fours like a dog, and you just see the queen 5 feet behind her in the way.
I love it.
Gosh. All right. Well, let's see. Mierah,
I drew some kitties.
you drew some. Did you draw kitties on my map again?
Maybe.
All right. Don't delete them this time. I actually want to see them. I didn't get to see any of them last time.
Ah, did you see the? I drew a foxo in the
Kitties.
in the treasure piles.
Did you
Yeah,
today?
yeah. Just
No,
now.
1 second.
Now draw some kitty titties.
Oh, you did. Wow, you really did.
Yep. The
Shit.
fucking Roll20 pen is a piece of shit, but I made it
It
work.
really is. It's pretty bad, but I mean,
But yeah. Thankfully, anyone can draw the loaf cat.
the kitty cat. Very cute. All right. So, Mierah, you've been drinking some of your fawn wine with the queen, and you have her in your lap now, and you've used your infiltrator powers to hulk up a bit more, and she is just. Well, though you've seen her much larger than yourself, the current form she's taking is much smaller than your own now.
Excellent.
She's small, this small and delicate little demon queen in your arms.
Excellent. Well, she will go by the world's smartest rule, and that is, do not go in for the kiss if they're still, kind of sad about losing their previous loved one, because that one tends to be actually a surprising put-off. However, her hands will absolutely go a roaming. And see what she's got to deal with here.
My life for a longer battery on my headset.
You poor baby having to sit down.
It is the fucking worst. It's just, Although I find that after D&D, oh wow, are my legs a little achy? Oof, from pacing
Legs
back and
aching,
forth.
mom
just pacing
spaghetti.
for hours.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay.
Kind of want to get one of those things that counts my steps so I can see just how many steps I take during D&D.
How many moves you make? Let's see here. Yes, what does she seem most amenable to when I've got her in the lap? What's her go-to? Is she a pooper or a Vagoo kind of girl? Because whichever you pick dictates which I'm apparently going to be knotting with at 11.
Oh God.
Something, stop impregnating my NPC, something.
Mierah has a streak, and that streak could very well continue.
Yeah, fucking impregnating queens. Oh, God damn it.
You've done it once.
Yep.
You've knocked up 3 bunnies, 2 kitties. You tried for a goddess, but were stopped and thus had a queen.
Yeah, and then if I remember rightly, had a sexy threesome instead with her holy prostitutes.
Yes.
3 bunny girls, 2 kitty cats, and a drunken drow of queen.
Yep. On the 6th day of MILFmas, my crush, my Mierah gave to me.
Oh my.
5 stretch rings.
Speaking of your progeny for a moment there, a while back, I sent Savin a copy of your backup character, just in case he wanted to throw that into Savin-D. I think it was from one of the offspring of one of those holy prostitutes that you fucked.
Oh, is this the one with the swashbuckler one?
The swashbuckler.
Yeah. That one would have been an interesting character. I'm more happy that I don't have to replace them.
Alright, I've got the mention.
Alright,
I'm gonna
let's
get
see.
some free
Let's just
art
roll on.
done by Arbus.
Art by Arbus?
Yes, from Frida. About Frida, rather.
Let's see, 1d2. She likes it the classic way, the classical way.
Ah, the classic.
How pedestrian.
How very vanilla of you.
I mean, she is, however,
It's called
sat
full
in the lap of a
circle.
giant lady. So, I mean... Let's have a look here. What is an inch short of being a large-sized creature? I forget what the cutoff is in Pathfinder, because she's that currently, and before she went
7-11.
7'11", so she's gone from 7'7" to 7'11", which has probably almost certainly had an impact on the already massive Doggo Pinot, which was, let's see here,
Not
11.
really, since you're since you're
Yeah, she's
since
right.
you're
7'11" is the highest you can be without being large. Large starts
What's
at
your name?
8 feet.
the height wouldn't actually matter much because it only matters once you go to large size.
Oh no, I'm just
Because you
talking
can't
about
be-
how just thematically, quote unquote, everything got bigger. Yeah,
Yeah, but you're not from Texas.
this is true, which is why I didn't get fatter. Went to the
Hey.
penis. Look, I've seen enough unironic everything's bigger in Texas photos to know that it is really not satire, sadly.
I know, it's not.
Yeah,
But,
so I mean, she's
Savin is
gone to
from
12
Tennessee.
inches. Yeah, he's a Tennessee.
I'm in Tennessee. I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't believe that.
But
Let me see your
yeehaw.
long form birth certificate.
Yeah. But yeah, so she has gone from 11 to exactly 12 inches, aka a foot of doggo.
Which is not an inconsiderable amount.
Wait, so you're saying your dick is a foot now, but you're just gonna kick her in the cunt?
I mean, if you don't go slowly, it might feel like that. So she's got to be careful.
He's gonna kick her right in the uterus. That's what she's gonna do.
Oh boy.
All right. So yeah, she will ease the queenie up and make sure that she's all good and ready, and then yeah, take her down to slam down.
All right. And with the queen, loosened up with your drinking and your flirting, and definitely the conversation, some from before, some encouragement from her daughter. Things will go all right for you there. And let's see. Now,
So how
for the
good
more...
is a succubus queen?
Oh God, I suppose I could do it. Let's see.
How many levels do you get drained? Roll 1d20.
This is what, never going for the kiss, or it might be your last. Another good reason not to kiss.
I had to reconnect. I was cracking up like a motherfucker.
Welcome back.
Let's see. Is this the person who that is? Yeah, this would be the right one. So let's see. Shit, fuck, you've gotten a lot. You've got a lot of fucking stats there, Demon Queen. Let's see. Your skills, though. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see. What does she want to use for this? Let's see. Perform? Perform might work. Or sleight of hand could do so as well. Oh God. All right, let's see. Okay. Well, let's just go with a sleight of hand. Now let's go performance. Is generally what people could use. So
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of afraid to do this.
What, in case she just does a terrible job and I just
No,
Oh,
I'm afraid for you.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid for you,
Good.
Mierah.
This is exactly how I wanted this to go. I'm okay. I'm prepared. I'm ready.
Because I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at these numbers here, and well, let's just say a queen of demons and succubi is a force to be reckoned with.
I would
in
suspect
the
so.
battle. Let's go with this one. Okay. It is the appropriate thing for her to be.
And then you roll a 1.
Don't need to. Oh, it's a skill check though. It doesn't matter if I roll a 1. All right, dice roller.
Sex performance. I love that the dice roller is
Why does
broken
it
right
keep
now, so the
doing
in-sheet one duplicates.
Yeah, it's just
so strange.
Just busted.
What's with these plebeian black boxes? I need to fix that shit. Woo, shit! I mean, she didn't double me. That's a good start.
No, she didn't double you. She got close.
Real close.
But once you get her down in your lap, and you get her properly seated, and established, she will grab onto you and will very quickly start to take the lead. And though her hands and tail do some work that remind you very strongly of those nights that you spent with Holly, and she very quickly starts to bring you to like a level of pleasure that you have not, that mortals very rarely ever get to see or experience. You are certain that there's probably some demon magic that is just. Actually, wait a second. Oh, yeah, okay. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Why don't you make me a will save?
Yeah, sure.
Preemptive
The
rip.
DC is 25.
But I can't get 25. Oh, yes, I can if I roll very high. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
that took a 19!
Okay.
Yes!
Wow.
Wow.
Good fucking man!
Bravo.
Okay, well, good for you. That's actually might help out. That actually could help you in the future. You feel this like power like rush over you like a wave of water, and you feel it like sink into your mind, and you start to just like your eyes kind of like glaze over for just a second before you seem to just bring your head above the water of this ocean of pleasure that you found yourself in. And now you have resisted the touch of ecstasy that she has. And now you're actually immune to that ability for an entire day.
Dope!
Which means she can't use it on you again.
Excellent.
So that's going on. So now, Kaelirra, you have a bit of a more difficult task
Oh boy.
Coercing your half-sister into your own debauched pleasures.
Well, it's a group effort.
It's a group effort. She is... For a woman as big and strong as she seems, at least in this aspect of her life, a bit more cautious and timid, almost. And she is very unsure of whether or not siblings should be doing this, especially in front of their mother.
Well, that's what
Right
big
over there.
sisters are for.
She's right there.
She's very distracted.
Mhm.
Should we even be in here with her doing that?
Oh, relax. This is practically how I grew up.
It's certainly not how I grew up.
Well, let's make up for lost time. And
But
just silence with kiss. Start putting hands in places.
she will freeze upon being kissed, and her hands will lock up for a moment. But when she feels you groping her, her hands will reach down and will grab yours in her strong grip, and then she will let out a muffled protest, yes, and will pull back. Wait. This I don't know. Is it really all right? I don't know. I've seen more mortals before, and to them this would be certainly very wrong.
It's
but
that level of all right.
-1 +1 +1. That is your persuasion.
Yes, that is my influence.
Your influence.
To convince her to just, let Big Sis show her how it's done.
Okay. Are you gonna back? Are there any actions you want to perform to try and lower her resistance in alongside your astounding level of
I think Callie's just gonna
persuasive
whisper
speech.
into her ear how it's all okay. This is just how demons do when there's not some big war to fight, no enemies to defeat. It's time to just let that go for a night and enjoy the pleasures of these physical forms.
Okay. She'll as you with a 35. I'm just gonna roll a 20. Let's see if you can even beat that.
I'm gonna be right back.
No, she does not. She does not defeat your 35. Okay, her resistance starts to melt under your words and your exploring hands, and you hear her mumble something about not being a true demon like you, but that protest is silenced by another kiss.
That's okay. Kaelirra knows how to make someone feel like a real demon.
So that's Kanan.
Nice.
Oh, man.
All right. So, looking over and hearing, you very quickly start to hear not just Oreshka, but you start hearing Mierah make some very loud expressions, some whines and gasps as your mother is seemingly blowing her mind with what she's doing. Is there anything
Going upstage.
special you want to do with your sister? Or what are you going to do with her?
Well, I think Callie's going to take it slow at first, because she's, I think Callie's getting the idea that her sister might actually just be a straight-up virgin. So, yeah, we're just going to use our hands to work her up into a little lustful frenzy, and maybe as Mierah's getting into it, slip a hand over there to get things really going. Sort of start working two holes at once.
Oh my.
Indeed. But yes, that's how the proper introduction is. Just get her worked up, get her nice and stimulated, then you get the rubber glove.
The romantic rubber fist.
Yes.
The big romantic rubber fist. Oh my.
Okay, Kina. I'm just okay.
And I guess I'm
Is
refreshing.
there like a possibility that you can switch a server that this Discord is on? It would be nice because
Is it giving you problems?
Or if I'm able to do it,
Yeah.
I don't have the power. It's all on Yukina.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah,
I got that
hmm.
shit. So
Drop down arrow at the very top left. You can go into server settings, change the home to a different US.
Put
Okay.
it on US
look for like
East.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yes.
the next closest one, so okay.
no, that's west. You're on west.
I was on west.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll do that. Hang on.
I think it's
Okay.
just so stupid.
Wow.
Mhm. All good?
Hmm.
Well, we'll
I
have to
changed-
wait.
I set it up.
Excellent.
I set the change to US East and it saves changes. So I guess it should be going.
Yeah, nothing exploded on this end.
I didn't realize anything was wrong for anyone. Everything seemed to be okay from my end.
Yeah, it seems to have dropped and it's keep dropping here.
Hmm. Well,
no, I
let's-
mean, as in the ping. The ping is going down.
oh, it's the ping's going back to normal.
Yeah,
Okay, well that's good.
yeah, I think it's a little bit high at 108, but it'll do.
Hmm. All right. Okay. Well, let's. All right. Okay. So let's see. Molly. Seeing this really start to get into the thick of things. She'll look over at Minerva and will whisper, I really hope this. I really hope that the others don't take too long.
Let's see. I'm just gonna roll a thing for reasons real quick. Hold on. Oh God.
What's
So that
Oh,
was Callie's perform check to
Oh no.
do the thing. So I think
Oh no.
on top
Fucking,
of
it looks like it runs in the goddamn family.
on top
Seems
of the
to.
effect on the two she's working with directly, I think Minerva will just sort of lean back and smile and let a hand slip down and say, "Yeah, they could take a while."
Her Molly's eyes go down and then shoot right back up. Oh gosh.
No
Oh my
escape,
goodness.
Molly. No escape.
Yeah,
She
now
just
we're
sinks
getting
down into the
thick of
into the
things.
water and
Blub,
starts
blub,
blowing
blub.
bubbles.
It's not going to be safe under that water for much longer, though.
Oh god.
So yeah, enjoy
Oh.
getting nat 20'd on a succubus's perform sex check.
Yeah. I think that is going to prompt a will save.
From both of them, please.
Wait, I can't. What's going on? Oh, wait. Roll 20. Roll 20
Is it
for
roll
us.
20 freaking out? Oh. It couldn't handle it. It couldn't handle it.
No, it couldn't. Roll 20 has locked up, and I'm reloading the page.
It couldn't handle a fucking class act pun immediately off the bat of it as well.
Let's try this again.
Come on, Wizard, give me a high five for that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, there we go. I'm back in. Oh, did I not? Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah, you're gonna need a will save.
Good luck. Which, I mean, you don't need good luck. You need
why
to
would
be
I-
crushed under the iron will of sexual prowess.
See, the
Yeah,
DC
you too.
is gonna be. How many hit dice do you have again?
Callie has 11.
11 plus. What's your charisma modifier?
+7.
So 29.
Nice.
Wait, 28. 28.
Oh yeah, yes, yes.
DC is
28.
28.
11 plus 10 plus 7. Yes.
No.
No.
And for Mierah?
So, oh, for Mierah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's about. That
Callies.
sounds about right.
Balls.
Dual wielding
I can't,
here.
Come on, I can't crit again. Like this isn't.
Exactly. That's how Molly.
DC,
That's how Callie is
her hit-
helping.
Well, actually, that would be a bit unfair. It's a. I mean, it's a little. Oh. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't. You really couldn't make that save.
Yeah. No.
Exactly.
It's just like got enough going on, and suddenly there's just a finger sneaking for a backdoor party, and then everyone hears a yelp.
And maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just a thing that Succubi can do, but they just seem to know exactly where to get you to get the biggest response. They just know. It's an instinctive knowledge.
Where and how.
And how many?
Yeah, that's in the how.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, I guess Mierah is going to be immediately just sent cascading over to first nut.
Yeah, basically, it's going to come on pretty fast, and Tazia is likewise following in your footsteps.
Poor Tazia didn't stand a fucking chance.
No, she didn't.
I mean,
Poor
I
Tazia.
didn't. I shouldn't have.
No, you also don't stand a chance. Now, if only Kaelirra and
Look,
and
Callie's a giver. It's okay.
if only Kaelirra and Ereshka.
Oh yeah. Well, I
Now,
mean,
if
obviously.
If those two went at each other, it would just create some kind of literal explosive reaction that would cause an orgy to spawn within the 500 meters of them.
So obviously, as Tazia's coming down off, climax number 1, Callie's still going at it with her fingers. She's gonna lean over and start making out with old mom.
Oh God.
It's,
Oh my.
Let's get the sexpocalypse started. Come on.
Let's just start ending the world right now.
Witness me!
Yes, witness me.
All right, Mierah. You're very quickly finding yourself reaching your first orgasm from this. Why don't you make me that save not to get stuck?
All right. Oh.
Well, you rolled a 13 again. Was it an 11 last time, or was it
It
also
an
a
11
13?
It was an 11 last time.
Slightly better, but no. You are too addled to think properly, and you just let out another one of those little yelps as you hear a "oh" as it pops in. Now you are stuck. Congratulations.
I don't know if I feel like a winner or not. I feel like a winner, and also like I might have just gotten my character killed. But it's fine.
Oh dear me.
This is how she wanted. This is definitely somewhere on the list of how she wanted to go. If ever there were a list.
If ever there was a way that you wanted to go, it was having sex with the Queen of Succubi. That is the thing you want to do to die.
Yep.
I mean, that is probably the best way you can die.
Yeah, it's like someone says, it's like, there's no pretty way to die. And like, have you heard sex-fueled drug heart attack?
Sex-fueled drug heart attack. Yeah, I mean, that would be something. Alright. Let's see. That's going... Okay, that's going fairly well. And let's see, I suppose it will... what, Constitution checks to keep going, I suppose. Or well, actually, with like, actually, you want, never mind. Don't bother with that, because there's two succubi in this bath with a half breed over in just like 10 feet away from you, and there's no one needs to make Constitution saves. There's just something in the air that makes it so you just want to keep going.
Yes, in the air.
Forever and ever and ever.
Lie with me and die with me.
Okay, so well, that just keeps on going.
They just keep coming. They keep on coming.
I think maybe let's do one more round of checks here to see how well round 2 is going for people. So Mierah, let's start off with you again, because since you started off before, let's just go right back around on the turn order, more or less. You nodded yourself with Ereshka and found yourself stuck, but that doesn't seem to stop her in her motions. And
shut up.
she's just
Fuck.
she barely
I'm trapped.
She barely waits a minimum level of time before starting to bounce back in your lap and keep going, and she leans up and just bites your neck and starts and we'll do that again. Oh, you poor baby.
Uh-oh.
Did she double
this time
you?
Yeah, she doubled me this time.
You got dunked on.
Yeah. I mean,
you're make your will save.
Yeah, great.
Not to just pass out.
Oh no!
Mierah, your eyes roll back in your head.
Is there nothing like mythic levels for boning?
No. And your tongue lolls out and your eyes roll back, and you just like let out this gasp as you just bust a nut again in the queen, and this time you don't even get a save to pull out. This time you just get stuck back on.
So I'm riding the line of consciousness, and I am firmly knotted on the queen.
Yes.
Right when we've been discovered.
Basically.
Okay.
Woo!
Just wanted to make sure that I was exactly as boned as I think I am.
Meanwhile, Callie, you get let's see what you can do. Let's see this.
You want more perform checks?
Make one more perform check, and I guess she'll try and not be so passive this time after the first one. Oh, you poor dear.
There's one thing I consistently roll good on in D&D. Oh, yeah. Get more than doubled.
You dunked her instead, and let's make a will save.
All right, I got one more roll to request when you're done with that.
She actually did pretty good, and she is not as incapacitated as Mierah is.
All right, and now it's time to see how Callie and Mom fare versus each other in the battle of the lip locking.
Oh no!
All right,
it's happening.
Just gonna throw down all the cards here. Oh no!
Oh no!
That is I did not get dunked, but
you didn't get dunked, but that was as bad as it could possibly have gone for you.
Mama put me in my
not
place.
Quite as bad.
Oh, someone's about to get fisted.
You've heard you've tried it before. That trick where people will tie the stems of cherries together in their mouths, and you've tried it. And it takes a bit of effort but you from the kiss, your head starts to swim, and you're sure your mom could tie the stems of half a dozen together into some kind of artful representation with no problem.
I'm fairly sure she could tie your fallopian tubes together with her tongue.
Jeez.
Well, as much as Callie wants to find out if that's true or not.
So Mierah is essentially stunned for a little while, as she just reels. Thankfully, you made that save on that other thing, on that one thing that
Yeah,
really,
the fucking touch of X.
that was really important not to fail on.
Yeah, no, I mean, getting dominated but with the capital D is probably not a great idea, nor is having my soul sapped out of my penis.
I mean, there's worse things that can happen to you.
Again, yes, we've covered this before. It's totally how she'd be okay with going. But it's nice that she
Alright,
survived.
and let's see. Who left in this room actually had had those communicators with them? I know Molly has one.
Minerva?
Mierah. Minerva would, yeah.
Minerva, but what about Mierah?
Mira's
she
unconscious.
does, but I think she's a little bit distracted.
Might not matter. All right.
It's the first time where you make a call and you get reverse dial tone. The Bork you have called is not in service.
The Bork you've called is not in service. All right. So you three, you 2.5 get a little a heating in your ears and a sound in your heads as you hear Sophie start talking about the jig is up and that she's been found out on her end of this little escapade, and the guards are being alerted. Oops. And Molly will eep. Uh-oh. And she looks up at what is going on 10 feet away from her. And she's just like, I think I'm gonna just get out of the bath right now real quick and try to get my stuff.
Sweet,
Yeah.
I cast versatile weapon on my own penis.
I think Minerva's gonna pretend like she and Molly are going someplace private to bang. And then actually, yeah, they're both gonna go get their stuff.
Okay. I believe that this group here is too distracted to make any kind of to pay much attention, so that's fine.
All according to plan.
All right, and
according
then
to Keikaku.
according to Keikaku.
Keikaku beats plan.
It does.
What? There's no point in saying that word. Just say all according to plan. There's no.
Well, no,
reason
the short is Keikakudori, which is all according to plan, but in 2 words. That's why you would do it. It's why it's a joke that people say according to Keikaku, because it's just the rest of it, everything else is summed up with the other singular word. That's where the joke comes from.
I see. All right, and then in that case, we will move over to Taz.
Slamlander.
Taz and the real Holly
Oh boy.
over in the dining
boy.
hall. Taz has just been reunited with your swords and have said a greeting with the resident spirit inside of them.
Ah, yes. Much better. Alright. Well, what's the boss's plan?
Well, the others are keeping the queen and her daughters distracted. And Sophie is retrieving the artifact, is attempting to find the artifact we are here to find. We should link up with, let's call it the other me in our guest quarters.
Reason.
That way
Alright.
we can work out a way to get out of here, get started on a way of getting out of here fairly quickly.
Alright, assuming we're still invisible, we can just walk right there.
Yes, you are still invisible.
If I was invisible.
And you can sneak past these two guards. When you reach in this area here, you don't find any guards in this hallway for some reason. Although looking down a hallway, you see them that they are all crowding around this one door with their ears pressed up against it.
I'm sure that from outside it can be heard what is ongoing.
What on earth? We'll make a perception check, and we'll see.
Okay, let me just grab Taz's character sheet. Tazran. Some characters. What's my perception? 14. $31. Curse of Taz is finally worn off, except for that nat one.
Except for that nat one. Yeah, from here you can very clearly hear the echoes of some exceptionally lewd display happening on the other, whatever's room is on the other side of that door.
Oh no! Hand holding!
Oh god, if it's if that's that gross, I have to go protect the innocent people in there from themselves. Bust the door in. No.
I gotta slit all of their throats. There's nothing left for them but death.
There, you just hear just a cacophony of like moans and whimpers and whines and occasional a yelp.
The all throughout the lurid slapping of flesh on flesh, stirring up water.
Well, I see they are distracting them effectively.
Who's they?
The others. I suspect Mierah is in there, along with possibly Molly. Last time I know, it was...
Wait, Molly's in there?
Molly, Cadia, Minerva, and Mierah were in there.
Damn.
And then Taz is like, he like leans up against the door as well, and none of the fucking devils bat an eyelid. Everyone's just like, ooh.
Yes, Molly is inside.
Taz feels a sudden swell of pride and then goes about his business. Doot, doot, doot.
Only of pride.
Hey look, one of those demons that I know out of character can totally see invisible things. I'm just gonna walk blithely past it.
Don't worry, she's distracted by kittens in the fountain.
Kitties! Ooh, that's a lot of Legion Devils.
What?
The racks, yeah.
Oh, the barracks.
Yeah. It's okay, I'm sure they're like level 5 or something. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I suppose I
Just
should.
gonna quietly creep on through here. Nobody sees me.
And yeah, that demon doesn't react when you walk past.
Woohoo.
Let's see.
Everyone sucks but me.
Yeah, no, she doesn't see you.
Cool.
And there's a closed door with a pair of elves standing guard at it. This is where our guest quarters have been. Suppose we should wait. Well, no. We could just knock them unconscious.
Taz will step into the shadows, pick up a stone, and then just skip it down the hallway here into this room. Doot, doot, doot.
Huh? What was that?
Is it one of these side areas?
Yeah.
Let's see. No, not that one. Oh, I don't have anything. Okay, well, that's just great. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, that's right. That's what these guys were for. Perception. Okay.
Explosion.
Let's see. One of them will stay behind, and the other will go take a look.
Cool. The guy who goes to take a look is gonna get a salamander tail around the throat and goes down.
Oh, don't choke him out with your penis.
It's getting reverse carroting.
Oh no.
And then once there's only one, yeah, we'll just go over and fucking cross guard her with one of the swords. Boom. Then we
Cross
go.
garter.
Yeah, so we can take the sword blade in both hands and just beat somebody with a hilt and crossguard.
Please, it's called ending them rightly.
Yes, the Mord
I
How.
see. So they are both being knocked unconscious.
Yes.
Alright.
Taz has worked out his momentary murder rage and can go back to being a normal person again.
As you are walking into the room, Taz, you hear that. Well, you stop hearing the footsteps of Holly behind you as you're walking by, and she's standing in the corridor with a hand to one of her ears. And you enter in, and you see another Holly standing at the table, and with Cadia seeming to be rushing about.
Taz is about to say something, then sees Cadia and just continues being invisible.
Whoop. Holly will back into the room and keep watching the hallway behind her. You came down. I see. Did you hear that? Wait, no, you don't have one of those. You don't have your earring anymore, do you?
Nope.
No. It looks like well, we've been found out at least on one point. It seems Sophie has encountered some trouble.
Well, of
and
course.
The guards are starting to be alerted to her presence.
Wait, shit, and Molly's in the same room as the Demon Queen.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. And
Fuck is right.
Fuck is really correct. Also, at some point, I think when this message comes through, Mierah just limply slaps at her own head for a brief moment to make the voices stop, and instead is now just transmitting to everyone else all the sounds. So you're all temporarily just awash in the sound of sexual antics.
Oh dear.
gross. That's it. Taz is gonna go stealth jogging back the way he came.
Okay. Meanwhile, let's see. Cadia. Third?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you are. Cadia, you and Holly are going about your business, figuring out an escape plan. Holly is suggesting a guards and wards, and then the door just opens up, and no one's there.
I will extend my claw and armor up.
After a handful of seconds, Holly will another Holly will appear out of thin air as if a veil has been lifted from her, and she's looking back the way she came. No, I'm the real one.
No, I'm the real one, and they kill each other. And then they throw you a gun.
I'm the real one. Kill her. No, I'm the real one.
Kill her. It seems.
No, I'm the real one. I'll give you a blowjob.
Well, obviously that's the real one. She looks at you and then looks at the other her. You got the message?
Sophie has run into some trouble.
Yes.
Yes.
Do
we have an escape plan?
She'll look at her other self. The guards and I did not know when you would return. I am preparing to initiate a widespread guards and wards spell to suffocate the hallways and choke points of this castle to make it harder for enemies to move about. The real Holly nods. That is a good delay tactic. If you selective spell and the other one nods. Yes, that would work sufficiently enough to hamper the enemy movements and make it so we can get around easier. I will prepare, I believe let's see how much it would. Let me see. Oh, there it is. How long does this spell take? It takes 10 minutes to cast. Unfortunate that a teleportation circle takes 10 entire minutes to create.
If you could take even longer, that would be sweet.
She bites her lip and thinks about it. How much power do I have left?
She just did a miracle. I wouldn't have thought much.
That is a teleportation circle is a 9th level. A 9th tier power. She's silent for a moment. She's silent for what seems to be a whole minute as she seems to be anxious about something. I can make it go faster. I think I might be able to squeeze it out. I don't like it. Cadia, you and me go and assist the others in whatever way you need. I will prepare our way out.
Okay.
Evac, we need an out. And then in, and then out, and then in, and then, come back to it in like half an hour or something.
All right. The simulacrum Holly steps up and she looks at herself. Are you sure about this? It could go over poorly. I don't see how there's much of a choice.
Damn you, cockle. I may have to resort to the most extreme measures in order to get this entire debacle accomplished. The simulacrum seems pensive about that. I see. She'll look at you, the simulacrum will look at you, Cadia, and will breathe out a heavy sigh. Okay. Let's go then. We're all gonna die.
Let's see. The others are in the bath still. That is where...
Probably gonna be pretty occupied with that. Word comes.
We might... The better course of action may be to make sure that the word does not spread to the bathhouse, that what is going on. Delaying the enemy may be our best course of action.
How do we intend to do that without causing a ruckus ourselves?
How about a little utilized spell known as silence?
Rude. All she was doing was asking what to do next.
Alright. Let's go do it.
All right, and you two will head out this way. And you will get to the gardens. And then we'll cut over to the other chunk of this, the final chunk of this group, as the four concurrent clocks all reach the same point in our little timer place here. And now we get to go to Sophie. And now, Sophie, you are here in the treasury, staring into the hole cast by your disintegration spell in the door. Sophie? Hedrah?
Yes, now I am.
Okay. All right.
I wasn't before, because it was all black, because you hadn't revealed.
I have revealed the room the chamber to you.
Yes, now. I've already
Yes.
said it. Anyway. Go on.
You are staring into the hole. You are in the treasury. You have done battle with a fury and made them flee. And now you are looking into the hole made by your disintegration spell in the vault door. The room ahead of you looks, for the most part, empty, save for a few pillars and a few statues that are sitting there in the chamber ahead. And at the far end is what looks like a display case.
Okay.
What will you do? How do you go about this? You have alerted your party to what is
Right.
about to happen.
Alright, well, I guess from the fact that there's a lot of shit in there, that it's magical in nature, correct?
A lot of shit in there.
Yeah.
From what you can see, just looking, it looks like there's just some statues and some pillars and a display case. How would you like to go about this?
I would like to go about by not looking straight at the fucking case and looking towards the side, that way,
Okay.
and slowly turn my gaze to see if with detect magic.
Detect magic. Okay.
Just slowly turning my gaze, so I don't get, like fucking supernova in the eye.
Well, it's only a 60-foot vision cone anyway, so you don't run the room is large enough so you don't run the risk of that. But as you're looking through, once you get this area right here, it does not seem magical, but once you step beyond this point here, everything, it just looks magical. Like there's just like a field of aura.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Hmm.
Then I will start burning some higher level spell slots.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are you
Sixth
using them
level.
for?
Greater dispel magic. I think that's a good thing to do.
Okay.
20-foot radius burst.
Oh, you're doing on a radius blast?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, if I smash it here, everything within would get them. Everything within 20 feet would get hit by it.
Alrighty, let's see. Oops, not that. Greater Dispel Magic. Wait, is that actually a thing? Really? Let me see.
Really?
Nothing. There's just looking up the spell. There's a feat for specking into Dispel Magic to increase to inflate your bonus on the Dispel Magic check.
Ah,
Uh,
that's some cheat.
yes. There's a Dispel Focus and a Greater Dispel Focus feat for +2 on each of them.
Mhm.
Let's see. All right. Area Dispel. 20-foot radius. Roll 1 Dispel check and apply that check to each creature in the area if targeted by the spell. For each object within the area that is the target of one or more spells, apply the Dispel check as with creatures. Magic items are not affected by an area dispel. For each ongoing area. Well, for each ongoing spell whose area overlaps, apply the spell check and end the effect, but only within the overlapping area. Okay. And where's the center point of this?
It's
Is that right there?
center there.
Okay.
Right in the middle of it.
Okay.
Okay, can I move that? Oh, holy crap.
Let's see. That's not
Nope.
quite big enough.
It's pretty much just full room.
That's about right.
Move it up
Move it down?
move it up a little bit, please.
Upwards?
Yeah, I'm trying to see it. Yeah, there.
Right there?
Right about there. Yeah, it should be correct.
Okay. Make your dispel check.
Mm-hmm. And it's 1d20 plus my cast level. But I can also throw something in for shits and giggles. Arcane power!
Arcane power.
Yes. Well, I call it arcane power since I don't have nanites.
Oh, you're doing your nanite surge.
Yes. So it's
Okay.
arcane power. Arcane power!
All right.
Which is good. Which is
It's a
good
good thing
idea.
you did that. It is a good thing you used that because that is a terrible dice roll.
Yes, I blame Savin.
Blame Savin. Okay, well, let's see.
That should end quite a few spell levels.
31. Do. Let's see. Against the caster level of the thingamajigger. Let's see. Apply the change. Okay.
But here's the thing, it's the spell's caster level, not the caster's caster level.
Yeah. DC is plus the spellcaster's. The DC is 11 plus the spell's caster level. And you got what, a 31?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Your spell goes. Your area dispel goes off.
Okay, do I still see quite a bit magic in the area that it was hit with?
Yeah. You just see, beyond this point here, you just see red, or you just see you just see magic aura.
So nothing was dispelled.
Hmm. It looks no different than when you looked at it.
Okay, then I'll cast another one further away. Because I time it, because I size it up to be like 20 feet, so I blast it right about here.
You want to hit it right here?
Yeah, center pointer. Nice.
Okay. Make me another check.
Let's see if I can do it. 24. Well, it's not the shit.
Okay, your spell goes off without a problem.
And then I will do a dimension door. Next to this.
Okay. Let's see.
Doesn't work.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me see. Okay, that's just instant teleportation without crossing the intervening distance. You are now over here.
Okay, I checked the glass case. What's inside?
Just a moment. Just a moment. Okay. You need to make a reflex save.
I need to make a reflex save.
Make a reflex save!
Yay. 27.
27? That's pretty good. Okay.
It's a bizarre something.
You, as soon as you appear next to the casket or the case, you immediately hear the sound of bells ringing, and you hear this crackle, and you see a gemstones that are set in the wall above this thing just flare with light, and you just hear and see lightning bolts start to start to arc at you from these crystals. You have triggered some traps. Let's see, and set off a auditory alarm within this chamber. So let's see, 27. That's pretty good. Make me one more though. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong one. 8, 6.
One more.
One more
Reflex
reflex
save.
save. Yeah. Wow. Really? Okay. Well, good for you on your reflex save. Fucking Christ, your reflex is incredible. Save is huge.
Hey, it's almost like you need dexterity and constitution as a caster, because you automatically get a lot of wisdom saves. So you don't need to boost that so much.
Bazak. All right. Well, you two will take half of. You actually, since they're literally the same, you
So,
will take 28
28.
lightning damage. You will take 28 lightning damage from these bolts. And let's see. You're gonna start having to make, and now you're gonna have to start going on initiative. So roll me initiative.
I shall roll you initiative.
Oh, all right. There's another thing that also goes off. There's another thing. Oh, fuck, come on. Where are really? What layer are you on? Did I put you on? Oh,
I don't know. You tell me.
let's see. To front. Likewise, as you hear those lightning bolts start to crash down at you, you hear something flat, like whoosh to life, and on top of those pedestals that were nearby, you see these these great burning eyes just open up and swirl around to look at you. So let's say I make a copy of you to be my initiative guy. You're going to go on the add a turn, and the crystal is going to also go on the crystals are also going to go on the add a turn. Oh, I suppose I'll just put you on the token layer now too. So let's see. I guess you're lightning, so you're probably pretty decently fast. And you two are not going to be as fast. 16 and 17. And these are not going to be going off too often, but let's see. Swords
You're
descending.
breaking up there outside of me.
What?
Okay, let's do that again.
Okay. How's that? Are you better?
Yeah, it should be.
Let's see. Paste. And let's see. Token and token. And you know what? I'm going to get rid of that lightning now because I don't need it anymore. You know enough. And I'll get rid of these auras so I don't have to look at this blinding piss yellow color anymore. There we go. Okay. So, Sophie, you have been struck by lightning and you see these pillars with flaming eyes burn to life and start to stare at you. What do you do?
Well, do you see what's in the case?
What's in the case?
Yeah, in the glass case here.
Well, what's in the pristinely kept glass case is what looks like a body. And the body is clutching what looks like a staff in its hands.
Do you recognize the staff from...
Yes, it looks like the staff that you saw Ereshka holding. Oh,
Well,
there's
look at the bottom.
there's also an inscription on the top of the casket. With the
says...
The inscription? Do you read? I'm gonna. Yeah, actually, you know what? Why am I even asking? I'm gonna assume that you read abyssal or demonic, right?
Yes.
Okay. It is a string of 5 words, and it says, "I prepared explosive runes today."
Oh shit!
It finally happened.
At last.
Oh my god.
It
Thank you,
happens. There are 5 words. Each is actually an explosive rune. And they are all going to go off. This room was significantly heavily trapped. There's a lot of traps in this room, as one would expect, I think, from this. 5, 30. Oh god, let me just. Woof. Okay. Let's see. 24. No. Okay, here it comes. Oh wait, I forget. Do you get a save with this?
If it's an AoE, I should, right?
Let me see. No one's ever actually committed to doing this, so let's see. There is see text. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's how it works. You see some text.
Close enough to read them takes full damage with no saving throw. Okay. Anyone within 10 feet get a saving throw. So the person who reads them does not get a saving throw. This is such a fuck you spell. Oh my god. Sophie takes 114 force damage from the blast given off by the explosive runes.
Ow.
Ow is right.
How much does that leave you at?
I believe that leaves you at 0. Exactly.
It leaves me at 1.
Wow.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Oh, okay.
Because at the start of my turn, I regenerate 1 hit point because of my ring of regeneration.
Don't you need to have at least 1 hit point for that to work?
Yeah, but at the start of my turn.
It's at the start of her turn. So at the start of her turn, She
I
she
had
dimension doored,
114.
and then yeah, I was just about to say I checked your token and you had 114 on there. But yes, you
Yeah.
do have a 1 hit point regeneration. So you are at exactly 1 hit point.
Yep.
I'm like 99% sure that's not how that works.
No.
Okay,
I mean,
you start your turn, you read
Yeah.
the things, because that's what you're doing on your turn. They explode on your turn. Then at the start of your next turn, you have taken 114 damage and are at 0 hit points.
I'm back. What are we talking about?
The dreaded I prepared explosive runes today was on a fucking trap and dealt 114 damage, which is exactly Sophie's hit point pool.
Oh. Then you're at 0 hit points.
Now, third, if you are reduced to 0 hit points by this explosion and you have a regenerate 1 hit point around ring, do you actually regain hit points at the start of your next turn when you have 0 hit points? Because I'm pretty sure that's not how that
Yes.
works.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing. I
Really?
dimension door got hit by lightning bolts. Then initiative started.
and then her turn came around.
So
Yeah.
you would
Then
have
she
gained
looked
1
at
hit
it.
point and then did the look?
Yes.
I see. Okay. Now I
Yeah,
see what
that-
you're saying. Okay. Okay.
So she is reduced
yes.
to 1 HP.
She would
And
continue
the
to regen
casket, by the
even
way, the casket, by the way,
negatives.
looks totally fine.
I think.
Yeah,
the-
right now there is a Looney Tune version of Sophie just standing there with everything backblasted. Everything just
Your
black
your
and
clothes
backblasted.
are shredded in the somewhat anime-esque everything, but the absolute bare minimum has been just disintegrated by this explosion. The ground and wall around this case has been scoured completely clean of anything at all. The stone is actually just been polished into a smooth glass by this detonation. But the box is fine. The box is totally unharmed. It is pristine, in fact. Actually,
handy.
hang on a second. A 10-foot blast. Was that actually... How much would that actually affect? No, it's fine. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, you're down to 1 hit point. Thankfully...
Hey, my turn
Ow.
isn't over. My
Yeah,
turn
okay. It
isn't
is, I
over.
suppose it is still your turn. So, you have been blasted to 1 hit point.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that right now, this is Sophie.
Also, by the way, the inscription did actually say something. No, wait, no, it didn't. It's actually said I had prepared explosive runes. Never mind.
Yeah.
Once that is gone, there is actually an actual inscription under it. It says, "Here lies my beloved August."
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, this is pretty much ow, 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 fuck me. You hear over the comms like this, like Sophie is reading.
Yeah,
Is reading it's like, huh? I wonder what it says. I prepared explosive runes. Oh,
You hear this
shit.
you hear this flash, that flashbang sound, and there's an actual like deftone ring that goes through the fucking comm system that you got, and you hear this ow, ow, ow. So Sophie, you hear Sophie's still alive. And for a moment, you'll hear this muttering on the line as of, someone actually used that gimmick.
It's a pretty great gimmick.
Those wizards always say they'll trap their spell books with like this because it's going to be fucking hilarious, but none of them actually do it.
Mentioned with a very pained voice. I found the staff. It's on me. On the corpse. I'm porting out. I give
Okay.
GPS coordinates to this place, and then like
You can't do that. That's not a thing you can do.
but I can dimension door 500 feet straight the fuck up.
Straight up would be into the mountain side. Like, into the mountain.
In the mountains.
500 feet
But I
straight up.
suppose it automatically will shunt you to the closest
If
space available.
wait, if Sophie would know that. Okay, just point out Sophie would
You
know
are
that.
aware that this palace is built into the side of the mountain,
Yes.
for the most part, anyway.
Teleport yourself fixed. I can afford that. Okay, so let's go with 2 miles into the air instead, straight up.
You're just pulling the eject cord.
Yes. It's like 2 miles straight up.
Okay, so you teleport
over-
outside of the You're outside of the palace. You teleport 2 miles. You're in the sky.
Yeah. Yeah, my overland flight should still be on.
No. Your overland flight was petering out when you got to the city in the fight with the Hydra Goose.
Okay. Then yeah, I will just feather fall.
You're just gonna slow fall your way down. You're gonna pull out your umbrella and just like drift down to the bottom.
Let's see if I can cast overland flight a few more times if I remember correctly.
You are a sorcerer. They have many spell slots.
Yeah. So yeah, I can cast with the teleport and 1 overland flight, and I'm out of 6 level spells.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna hold myself up here and just keep measuring. I'm exactly 2 miles above the point. I got blown up really bad. I'm gonna stand
Yes, you
up there.
did.
I'm just gonna regenerate as much as I can and chug some healing and then go back.
Okay. So you're gonna be out of the. Sophie is going to be out of play for a couple of rounds then. So I suppose we will.
I got healing potions somewhere.
Yeah, but you're at 1 HP out of 169.
What's that?
You're probably going to be out for a couple of rounds. So let's go back over here. So collectively, everyone, you hear her read out this inscription, and then you hear the detonation, and then a few coughs and ows, and then you hear Holly's comment about wizards, and then you get told that Sophie's GTFOing and is now 2 miles above the palace, and is going to recover. So she's essentially, Sophie has been taken out of play.
Okay.
Let me see. That was a pretty huge explosion. I wonder if that sound would travel that far.
No.
How far would those vibrations travel inside of a mountain?
Well, they wouldn't travel a lot because it doesn't affect anyone outside of up to 10 feet.
Yeah, but
It's
5
still like
explosive
a
runes.
hand grenade going off.
Well, fireball is instantaneous, and that's like massive. And it doesn't really sound anything.
Wait, because that's not an actual explosion. That's just fire. That is literally
It is
just an eruption of fire. Otherwise, it would do force damage.
The object in which the explosive runes were written also takes full damage, no saving throw. Ah,
Let's see. Considering...
okay, so I take it my dispel magic didn't work on that.
It wasn't in range, was it?
Well,
Yes, it was.
Oh.
Yes, it was.
it was in range, but were not strong. Your dispel magic was not strong enough to erase the spell effects within that area. I will let you know that your first one succeeded, and it did disable a few things. But your second one was this one that you didn't use your arcane power or nanite surge on did not work. Well, it worked, it just didn't have the effect you wanted. It just didn't disable anything.
Wait. Explosive runes is it's a permanent level. It's not adjustable.
It's not its damage is not scalable, no.
The
That
number of
makes it-
runes sure is.
Oh, well, yeah,
could-
that's understandable.
You can just
Well,
keep
that's
writing
it.
as many as you
You
want.
can, you can. That's
You
the
can
magic of
literally
that
write
bomb.
dozens of explosive runes onto an object.
Oh, yes.
It's one of those cans of worms that you don't want to open up,
Yeah.
because it could very easily be used against you, and then you get disintegrated.
Mm.
In
Yeah,
a
what's the
blast
word
that
again?
scours you, that deletes you and 10 feet around you from reality. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, but just figuring like 11 plus the plus the spell.
It's 11 plus the spell's caster level, and you only got like a 24.
27.
27.
And the spell's
Mhm.
caster is literally level 3.
No, that's the spell
No, that's
level.
spell
The spell's
level.
caster level, which is the level
Ah.
of the person who cast it. The
Okay.
caster level of the character who cast it. And that
Yeah,
plus
that's
11 is more than 27.
Yes, I would figure that.
Anyway,
Well, what? I thought.
all right. So Sophie has been put out of play for a little while. The rest of the party, you are far enough away that you don't feel that explosion. You are far. The chamber Sophie was in was far enough underground that the vibrations die out before it reaches much of the palace itself. However, you are aware that things are now in motion. Some, however, are more aware than others.
Some of us are busy trying to nut. It's just how it goes.
So, let's see. How are we going to translate this clusterfuck into something that actually is a thing that happens? Okay, let's see. So, I suppose we will clear this turn order, and then we'll just put everyone on the turn order.
Alright.
Initiative!
Okay.
Oh, I should put a marker on this Holly so I know that she's not the real one.
On Folly.
Folly, yes.
I hear that, Battlegrounds.
Yeah,
Nice.
my roommate's
Nice roll
doing
there, Mierah.
stuff.
I would have liked that fucking 20 on my goddamn
No, it's
spell
fine.
check. That would have been fucking awesome.
It's pretty good. You could have used that crit somewhere else.
Yeah, like the spell check, that would have fucking worked.
Let me see.
Ow.
I'm going to just grab up one of you guys, and I'll use you as the initiative dude. I'll rename you.
Note to self.
Palace Guard.
Get
Name him
meta
Doug.
magic rod widen. Or meta magic feet widen.
Meta Magic Rod, motherfucker.
On the plus side,
Yeah.
you avoided a very important, a very deadly trap in there. So good for you.
Yeah. Some of my bacon is still smoking.
Yeah.
Yum,
yeah,
I,
well,
literally, I literally look like fucking Hancock up to that YouTube video of it putting out the house fire.
And what a time to fucking waste a crit on initiative when I'm too busy nutting to get involved.
That just means you nut faster.
I mean, that stands to reason.
Nutter butter, what?
Nutter butter baby batter.
Nutter, butter, feel butter.
Let's see. For Ereshka and Tazia. $19. And Ereshka is at 25. Okay. Is everybody a Palace Guard. Right, I'm gonna just put you guys on a fucking... Okay. It's probably for the best. Alright, sort descending! First goes the Hollies, and one does a thing, and the other is going to very quickly take into account the layout of the palace and is going to so this one only has up to this level of powers. Can't use those ones. Okay, so those are all available. So I'll just pull up these two. Let's see. That's all it does? That's not very useful. All right, well, she's going to create a wall of stone. Right over in one of these areas. Let's see. Wall. Let's see. I do believe I have a prismatic fog ice. Seriously? The only wall you don't have is a stone wall? Fuck off, you stupid fucking spell effect thing. Fuck. Seriously. Ooh. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Interesting. Ice wall. A wall made of spears. A wall made of saw blades. That's great. Just gonna fucking... Disgusting. You. I'll just use you as a token. Okay, and I'll extend you over here. And I will I'll just reveal that, even though no one went down it. And let's see. Wall of Stone has a certain number of hit points. 1 inch thick for 4 caster levels. Can double the area, wall's area up to 1 foot square. Okay, so can double the wall's area by having its thickness. But can you double its thickness by having its wall? I think you can. You should be able to. If you can do one, you should be able to do the other. 15 hit points per inch. Okay, so let's just say times 5. Oof, that's not a lot, but it's got a lot of hardness too, so. Let's see, don't need you anymore. Walls. Walls per 20 plus 2 per inches of thickness. Doesn't say it. Doesn't say anything about a hardness. That's weird.
Well, I'm trying to break things.
Yeah,
But
just to see how much it takes to break through, because it could be important. It could very well be important.
Stonewall has like hardness 10 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. Hardness. Damaging objects. Substance. Stone. Hardness 8.
8.
So it's a DR of 8. Let's see. DR 8. Okay. All right. So that's that. So Mierah.
Yeah.
Why don't you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Sure.
Wow.
Fortitude and reflexes are a jam. It's just that I've done will saves for the past like 5 in a row, and that's my +8. The others fucking huge numbers, 17 and 16 respectively. So
this time while you've been in your stupor, you've had this like buzzing heat in your ear, and you've been hearing things, but it doesn't really. It's your mind's just not really there. And then you hear this absolutely deafening, like screeching, pinging noise. This like, what is that? Yeah, this.
The summoning of Mop.
This deafening ring is just filling your head, and it snaps you out of your just sexual stupor, and your head just jerks up, all of us,
No.
and your eyes are wide, and it hurt. It actually, like the noise though it's not an actual sound, it is so loud within your head that you just can't think about anything but how fucking loud that sound was for a moment. But you've been kicked out of your stupor by it. Congratulations. You have got Areshka in your lap, and she is stuck firmly, and you can feel her belly pressing quite firmly against you as you have been just unloading into her while knotted, and it's not going anywhere.
Understandable.
You look around and you see that Minerva and Molly are gone. Kaelirra and Tazia are still where they are.
I mean, I think that I'm gonna just keep on doing what I'm good at. and keep the queen receive what I'm good at receiving, and keep the queen continue to be distracted. I think there's much
Okay.
else I can do. So this fucking roll variance is just kicking my ass.
Okay.
Awesome.
Ereshka is still oblivious to what's going on.
That's good.
She is continuing.
Excellent.
Callie, you have seen. You don't. I don't think you don't have one of those communicators.
No.
But you notice, since you were the one in control for this whole time, that Molly and Minerva have suddenly decided to leave, and Mierah has just jerked up in place a little bit all of a sudden.
I mean, none of those things are abnormal in this situation.
True.
So, yeah, I think she's gonna keep doing what she's doing. Maybe, since Mierah seems to be, nutting, basically, just focus full hog on Tazia.
Okay.
Appreciated. The double teaming was the destructive maneuver.
By the way,
Just, lame.
After the Radiant Phone, you get the rest of the information, which is pain, sounds, coughing, and then Sophie announcing that you will be 2 miles up in the air, regenerating.
Okay. Cadia,
So,
you and Holly, you and Simulacra and Folly have run down your hallway. There's an unconscious elf that you left behind. Not sure how that one fell unconscious, and the other one's just not there anymore. And you have run down the hallway to the garden, which is the next room. And as soon as you entered, Folly conjured up a wall of stone on one of the adjoining hallways.
okay.
This, of course, will alert the guards within this chamber to your guys' presence and what's going. And so that something might be a little off. There are 3 other beings in here. There's the 2 elves to the side, and then there is the towering Gladiatrix demon in the corner. What to do? It is your turn.
Are we going whole hog here, Polly? Or
It seems as though things have degenerated from that.
We are a bunch of fucking degenerates.
From that detonation that went through, I believe Sophie has apparently found it, but triggered several traps, and has had to retreat from the battlefield. And the guards have been alerted to her presence, so we must do we believe we have to do our utmost to make sure that Ereshka is not alerted to them by them. We will have to bar the way.
okay. I'll have to get over there, but I won't be able to do that on this turn. The fuck, why did it move me so far? Why'd you move me so far, fucking goddammit? Like, I'm just trying to... This scale of this is annoying. All I can do is like 50 feet. Or not even. Hold on. Putting it back there.
Well, I should say we must keep Ereshka from being alerted to any problems.
Right. Yeah, my speed is only 30. I can take care of the gladiatrix here.
All right.
Or at least start to. Farther way further in, so pop down there. Move action. Then suppose we'll go to town. Oh, this lady.
Okay.
Trying to see. It's been a while since I've been in combat.
Combat, combat, combat.
Combat, wombat, combat, wombat. Well, Black Seraph's Wrath, power attack,
Okay.
and do I want to share the Dark Soul?
Is that where you can do the usually unspookable a heckin' good spook?
I can spook them anyway.
Yeah.
Sharing the Dark Soul is just very powerful. A bilious strike.
Okay.
Well,
So-
singular strike.
Black Seraph's Wrath. So yeah, I'll deal that afterwards. So power attack first. Bilious strike. An extra 20. And an extra 37.
Okay, 24 to hit. That will hit, no problem.
I should hope so.
And does, let's see, 10 damage plus 3 acid and plus 20 what? And then another 37 plus 20.
So- You add the 20 and the 37 physical damage.
That's physical damage, okay. Okay. It is immune to. Okay, so that doesn't really do anything. Okay.
So 67 physical. Yes.
So that was 67. Okay. That is all one attack, so yeah. So you will do. Okay. A fairly hefty blow.
Nothing personal.
She will bare her teeth and will take a from her. She was distracted by the door, but she will now turn her helmeted gaze directly upon you and will pull up the handles of those two huge chain whips from her back and belt, and will proceed to start whipping them around. All right. That was your turn. And now we will go to Tazia is distracted. Hey, Taz.
Oh boy.
You rush down the hall, and a lot further back, you start hearing the sounds of some scuffle going on behind you, several dozen feet behind you.
Boop. Better turn around here and just whack-a-mole, I guess. Jesus, how do I make things happen in this game anymore? I don't have any of my items. God, just have to recalculate all my macros. Why you do this? All right, so I have my swords, which is +2. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. -3 for power attack. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah, that 23 will hit.
2 plus 3 plus 6. Boop. For 18 damage.
Okay.
Bonk. Hey, not being able to multi-attack when I move.
Yeah, that's pretty lame. Blink. Alright.
And I guess that drops my invisibility, so Cadia
Yes.
just sees Taz fizzle into existence.
Cadia will point at her eyes and then point at Taz.
Taz has his ass facing you. Ain't even looking.
You feel Cadia point at her eyes and then point at
You
you.
feel, you get this itching sensation on the back of your neck as if a furious gaze has just been leveled upon you. And now it's time for the Palace Guard. Okay. Palace Guard is taking their actions. Let's see. This one went down here and did some stuff. Oh, this one teleported away and was severely wounded. This guys are heading with the other back up here to go deal with the intruder, while the others are scattering to alert the palace to a problem. I'm gonna run down here. And oops. You two are gonna run over here. And you are gonna run down here. Okay. The gladiatrix is going to whip her whips around, and let's see. Well, now there's another salamander. There's a salamander that came out of nowhere and is now attacking her. But this Katie, this weird person, me over here, hurt her pretty hard. So, way more than the salamander did. So let's just go whipping at that bitch over there. Let's see. Do. Relay full. Okay. Two strikes. Okay. Oh, well, that's a crit on you, Cadia, with the fucking hell whips.
Oh boy.
Okay. Okay, so that would be shit, fuck. You got fucking hammered. So one hit does 30 damage, and the other hit does 60.
How much?
One does there are two hits. One does 30 minus your DR, and the other does 60 minus your DR.
30 and 60. Oh, I forgot to put the dark mark on her and then attempt to demoralize. Oh well. Damage reduction. Bam, bam.
Ouchie, ouchie. Macro test.
Fucking 2 crits just down the drain. God damn it.
Yep. Oh, there is Hell Whip. Let's see. Does an additional bleed damage that stacks on each hit to a maximum of 8 bleed. Let's roll that. So it's 2 hits. So let's see how much bleed you acquire. Do. It was an extra 1. An extra 2. Okay. 4. You acquired 8 bleed. So each round you're going to take 8 bleeding damage until otherwise noted. So
Me?
I guess, yes, you. 8.
See, this is the problem with small icons. Is
It is. The little symbols do not scale.
you
Your whole fucking token is basically caught up. Oh my god. Alright, now these elves. They have seen this wizard, and this woman, and then a salamander appeared. Uh-oh. Things looking bad. Shit. One of them is going to... they're gonna fucking... I think they're gonna try and lightning bolt Holly. Lightning bolts! So she needs to make a reflex. So Folly needs to make a reflex save.
Hmm.
13. 2 weird reflex saves. Oh no, she fucking failed. Both of those. Folly, no.
Whap, whap, whap.
Whamp, 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 indeed. Okay, so let's see. Oof.
Ow.
She took a fat hit, that Folly. Ow. And the other palace guards aren't going to do anything as of yet. So now it is the other Holly's turn. Not as fat as her niece's ass. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Let's see. She's going to start. She's going to continue doing what she's doing. She's making the way out. And so Folly is going to clutch at her wounds, and we'll look around. Like, I hate being this weak. I should be so much stronger than this.
Unlimited. Bah.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, another wall. Another wall sounds like a good idea right now.
More walls.
More
make
walls.
Mexico pay for it.
More walls now.
Yeah, make the elves pay for it.
That
No,
or
The elves
maybe
have already paid for it.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to pay for it again.
let me see.
With your butts.
Let me see.
Taxation.
Without
No
representation.
taxation without representation. A really
Okay.
stupid saying.
She's going to try and remove a problem. She's going to try and get rid of a problem. This problem here. So she's going to. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, I could use that. No, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that one. It's everybody's favorite spell.
Great
She
pit.
No.
Oh.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea, but no.
No, it's a terrible idea. You shouldn't do it.
She claps her hands together, and electricity arcs together as she pulls them apart, and then she points a finger at these guys and chain lightnings them. So they need to make reflex saves. They got some pretty good reflexes, but her DCs are pretty great. 2, 3, 4. Oh, fuck you guys. Man, you guys fucking just sucked ass there.
That is unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. So she's going to get those 4 guys there. Pretty good. Reflexes. And let's see, so 6. You're Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's enough. That is not enough. Okay. So and chain lightning does up to 20 d6. Okay. So. Okay. 57 lightning damage to all 4 of these guys. And they all failed, so they all get a pretty hefty electrocuting right away. So that is a lot of hit points taken away from the enemy. Now is Mierah. What are you going to do? You are still going strong? Oh, I should put Molly and Minerva on the board, I suppose.
Like I don't have. I'm literally. My character is literally naked. I have no bonus abilities. I can speak in a way that some might consider
Good fucking job, Molly.
more attractive, but I'm already. I mean, I'm in the middle of the job, so to speak. So I don't need to persuade her anymore to be on me.
Situation is good. They haven't been alerted yet to any problems, so
I guess I'm just gonna fucking hope I don't roll a shitty 2 and just try to blow her mind. Oh, God damn it, these rolls. I mean, 24 ain't bad.
God, 19, 19, 19. I freaking don't even want to. All right, well, that's just going to keep progressing the way it's going.
Yeah.
Reshka's busy. Callie,
How many injuries am I sustaining?
Oh, let's not worry about that right now.
No, that sounds good.
That's
to
a
me.
later question.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
Okay. Callie, you are still distracting your sister effectively. No one has been alerted yet. Is Callie going to maintain distraction?
I don't think she knows anything's wrong.
She doesn't. She really doesn't, actually.
Yeah, so just keep on keeping on.
Cadia.
Yep. Let's fuck this gladiatrix up a little bit more. First thing I think I'm gonna do is utilize my racial ability
Okay.
as a move action. I'm going to make my weapon holy.
Ooh. Okay. Wow. All right. That's something. That is something.
And what does holy do? Let's find out. I don't care about your stupid mega bundles. Fuck off, D20.
I guess honestly, Holly's gonna fucking like.
2d6 points of damage against all creatures of evil alignment. And yeah, that's it. It's good aligned, bypasses the corresponding restriction. So, do that. They should be cursed from last turn. So, power attack. And
Okay, that'll hit.
persecution. Persecution's good. Everyone likes a good persecution.
So, what does your weapon, your holy, do? Does it like just make it like good aligned and stuff?
Good align deals an extra 2d6 damage. I'll
Okay.
do that in a second. First, persecution. Extra 22.
Okay.
Physical. And 3 holy damage.
Let's see. So is the target is cursed?
Target's cursed, yeah. I hit them last round, so.
Okay. Well, you've definitely felt you felt like your weapon bit in a lot easier this time than it did but last time, and the demon reels back in from the pain of this attack from your strike. How are you? You are touched by the gods? Those those meddling celestials? Are you one of their champions?
Dude, so reverted,
Nah.
incorrect racist.
I'm just a lady with a sword arm.
It's
Good,
a compelling
bad.
argument.
I'm the lady with the sword arm. And then, since I hit them, I'm going to attempt to demoralize them. So I'm just going to roll Black Seraph's Wrath because that's an intimidate.
Gonna do
Okay.
a spook.
I mean, yeah, being hit by a holy weapon, yeah, that will be enough to like spook her.
Alright,
As he's distracted.
then I'm going to eat her fear
Eat her fear.
and regain 20 hit points.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Your fear tastes delicious. I guess I take my 8 bleed damage too.
Yes, please. You're going to take that until you get healed.
You just got healed.
I take it at the beginning of my turn. I assume.
Yeah. The
Yes.
bleed is at the start.
So now it's gone.
So I guess it's now gone. You are no longer bleeding.
Shit. +1 to that for initiator level. My initiator level should have gone up, right?
I don't know. There's like 3 people who have 19, so I just don't even.
I'm
really
only
care.
level 11.
Alright, so Taz, it's your turn. The Gladiatrix seems to be focusing on Cadia.
Alright, well, just take me a 5-foot step to slowly work my way around to flanking. And now hit the multi-sword button. Aw, yeah.
Oh, that's a crit.
That's a crit.
Slice, 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 slice. 6 hits.
Chop, chop,
Oh,
chop,
well,
chop, chop, chop,
let's
chop.
see how many of those actually.
That's probably
hit.
not a lot of them. Those are really bad
Let's
series
see.
of rolls.
AC, wow, those are really bad.
So, aside from the crit, I only rolled once above a 10, so that's nice.
Welcome back,
Yeah, but-
Taz.
Yep, here we go.
We
Well,
missed you, big
unfortunately
guy.
for you, the crit is the only one that hits.
Holy shit, okay.
You
Unless,
so it's just
unless
You, it's good to have you back, Captain Noodle Flail.
Yeah, where are my guns?
Wacky inflatable arm flailing Tasman.
Let's see.
What is demoralized?
Intimidate.
Demoralize is like the shaken. That's
Shaken for 1 round. It does not affect their AC.
Is she nauseated? Question.
No.
made that save against that.
Too bad.
Against nauseation?
Doesn't matter, it's fine.
When I hit her the first time, I assume.
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
notice.
I think you rolled.
You didn't
Oh, you didn't even roll against it. Okay.
I didn't even know.
I just lose half
Oh.
the effect of
roll.
that ability. Okay.
It's already the next round.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's see that
you
crit.
could compromise and give the ability
wanna-
back to me.
No. So let's see.
What's
What is the crit modifier on your sword?
×2.
×2. Okay. So 42 damage.
Mm-hmm. Bonk.
Hey, while she's distracted by Cadia and is shaken, you just sneak off into the side, and while you flail wildly with your swords, one of them gets her right under the armor and drops her.
prison shank.
You might
What
need.
the-
See,
Oh,
I still got it.
You might want to practice a little bit.
Shut up, I'm fine. Everything I did was intentional. None of those extra attacks even happened. Alright. And now, just gonna run over here. Oh wait, no, I have 5
You already
foot
made your
step.
5-foot step.
Shit. Didn't expect that to be so easy.
Poison Nerva.
What are we doing, Molly?
Oh gosh.
Panicking, apparently. Panicking.
Well, from the sounds of it, they're still really, really distracted. I think we just really have to make sure that they stay distracted. We can't let anyone get to this room, I guess.
How are we gonna stop anybody?
Oh, that's a really good question. That's a really good question.
Yeah, if I fucking had silence, Hedrah. Who takes that as a spell?
Almost nobody for some. It's like that. It's like the explosive runes thing. No one takes silence for some reason.
No one actually does that.
It's because the only ways to use it properly are bullshit shenanigans.
Excuse me, they're called bullshit nanigans?
Alright. I think Minerva's
Shenanigans.
just gonna fucking throw on her mage armor. Ching! And then
Schwing.
just quietly make her way around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just quietly make her way to the door. And hope Molly comes up with a plan, because she is an evocation mage. She has nothing but things that make people die.
Oh god.
She's nothing but I cast explosion and different explosion.
Pretty much. She has hold person and a couple of protection spells, like resist energy. That's it.
Eek.
I mean, Molly has some stuff that she can do. There's some things. So, let's see. Palace Guard.
Right, I will
is
be right
going...
back.
Okay. The elves are going to hold here. You four are going to disappear into La La Land. You guys are now being alerted. And these Legion Devils are now severely wounded. But they are all moving up to engage the enemies. And these two. They'll look at you guys for a moment, look at Katie for a moment. What the fuck is that creature? How did it get into this castle? We have to warn the queen that there are intruders. Could be an
you don't have to do
assassination attack.
that. It's an assassination attempt. Can't you hear the queen screaming?
So they are going to.
I'm gonna do the Neo Morpheus, bring it on hand movement.
So these two are going to come up down here as their movement will allow, and these 6 will come up behind them. And these guys are going to come this way.
No, God, I cannot handle this many people. They try to get past me.
Are no longer see their primary target, so they are going to switch to the other 2. So they are going to, but they are severely wounded. They are going to, that would be a decent thing to fire at this point. At this juncture, it might be a good idea. Yeah, so let's see. They are each going to fire 2 scorching rays at 2 scorching rays at, let's see. Cadia is the most volatile target right now, but then there's this salamander that appeared out of nowhere. Hey, you know what? Let's gank that bitch salamander.
Yes, shoot the fiery salamander with your fire bolts.
Hopefully
raise
you're
a
not
good
saying that
point.
out
That's a good point. Hey, Cadia, I hope you liked fire.
Okay, I also have resistance to fire.
Well, they don't know that. They don't know that. So,
My celestial type is like my Aasimar type is literally Emberkin.
oh, I see. All right, well, that's 4. Does the 14 hit land on you?
Touch AC?
It's just your AC. Well, it's just
No,
your AC.
none. 17.
Okay. So 3 rays hit you. So that is 46. Oh, one of them is doubled. So no, well, actually, I'll just double. It's actually is in fact that one with the green. So is 12, 30, and 13 hit you?
So 2, 20, and 3.
Oof. Like shit. That one's also shit. That one also likes fire.
That one also gets crispy as fuck.
Extra crispy.
Let's see. And this fury does things. And that's for another turn. Molly will come over here. We'll rush out and we'll look at the demons and we'll bite her lip and then with one hand we'll grab a handful of
Her and chest.
no of Poison Nerva's rear end and we'll just start to like try and guide her out of the room somewhat aggressively. You 3, you 4, have fun. You meet and Minerva here are going to go have some private time together.
And then you hear. Mm-hmm.
And then they are going to walk out. She's going to drag Minerva with her. Oh my, there's people in the room. Excuse me.
They're watching.
Oh god. Like, oh god, were you listening this all the time? Oh god. Oh no.
They said, no, we weren't listening. Giant bonus everywhere.
Oh gosh. There's more over that way. Looks behind. She looks one way and then the other way. Looks that way. Looks that way. Looks this way. Looks that way. Oh fuck. Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh, Taz is just out of sight.
Yeah,
Nailed
just
it.
out of sight. She's got no idea Taz is around.
Excellent. Well, the squishy caster should probably go towards the big tough fighter.
I could use some healing if you got it.
You could, however, there's another problem of there's this other hallway, which conveniently these 3 are distracted with that by listening in. They're terrible guards, really. And there's these 2, but if they spot what's going on down this way, so Molly.
They've never known their queen to get her fuck on.
I know, right? This is amazing. So Molly is going to do a thing called Cast Wall of Stone. Molly also has the Wall of Stone spell.
Do you
To cast it over this way. And
About the wall of bone spell that just creates a wall of dicks.
That's definitely a COC&D spell.
oh wait, actually, hang on. Maybe let's see. Let me just take a look at this. What else does she have? Does she have that other thing? I think she might actually have that other spell that is also really, really good. One of my favorite spells. Let's see, is that on? It's like that, but it's pretty big.
That's what
But
she
it is
said.
not. But it is not on her spell list, so she can't cast that. So it's a wall of stone. She's gonna go with a wall of stone. Yes, I know. It's right there. You cast it like that.
Make it as thick as she is.
Well, she's not as strong as her mom, no wait, not her mom, her aunt.
There we go. Finally knew it.
No.
She is her own grandma.
Oh no, it's Fry syndrome.
She can increase its thickness though, because it is a very small
Yes.
space. So
The
Yes.
thickness.
the thickness.
Yes, do it.
So that's that in the way.
Let me see if I
and-
can find them.
Fucking
Yes,
children.
I think I have the
Mhm.
Do
yes, I have the picture for this.
oh no.
Yes, I have the perfect picture for it.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Tasteful thickness of it. All right. So at this point, I need to ask you guys, how much long do you want to pause this?
Yeah, that seems like a wise idea.
It's getting a bit late.
Mayhaps,
Okay,
yes.
it's on the start of a new turn, so
It will start on a new turn. Yeah, that's why I'm asking now.
yeah, that's good. Fine.
It seems like a good time.